you're looking to add some curb appeal to your home this season, why not consider adding some high-quality artificial grass? Synlawn, Kentucky provides homeowners with lush green lawns that remain beautiful all year round without the hassle of traditional lawn maintenance. Joining me today is Sales and Project Manager Patrick Davidson. Now, what exactly is artificial grass, and is it truly maintenance-free?
So nothing is maintenance free, obviously, but the idea is to have something in your yard that's going to be a lot more low maintenance than regular grass. Regular grass has, a lot of people have to resod it every year. It gets watered, fertilized, mowed, obviously. The good thing about synthetic turf is you pretty much get rid of all of that. So, it's a one-time install that generally has a higher upfront cost, but a lower life cycle cost. Because you don't have to do all those things. Turf has ideally a 15 to 20 year life to it.
Wow.
And so once it's in, the maintenance is pretty minimal. A little bit of grooming here or there, rake your leaves in the fall, like you normally would. And other than that, you just sit and look at it and it'll look pretty all year.
Yeah, and so of course, turf offers an aesthetically pleasing upgrade to your yard, but kind of break down those cost savings. We're all trying to save a little bit of money here and there. And so you mentioned, it's a little bit costly up front, but really you're saving a lot of time and money because the maintenance is kind of minimal.
Yeah, the maintenance is minimal. Like I said, it's a higher upfront cost initially. There's, for people that really want to keep their yard looking good for extended periods of time, that 15, 20 years, there's a few investments in some small maintenance items as far as for grooming turf and things like that. But really, we used to do a life cycle cost that would break down, what you spend over, let's just say a 10-year period versus what you'd spend on turf. You pretty much get your return on your investment at about 7 years.
Wow.
Is what we figured. Yeah, so once you take into account all the mowing, the fertilizing, resodding after your dog and your kids have torn up your yard every spring. So about 7 years is about the break-even point, and then obviously you should get twice that out of the life of the turf.
Yeah, and what's so cool is that you have a lot of different options. I hear putting greens are also becoming really popular, and you brought some samples of a lot of the different ones. This looks like real grass. I mean, there's even some like brown figments in there that it really looks real. Yeah.
So Synlawn has the widest variety of turf of any turf manufacturer out there. We actually have 42 products. They added 7 more this year. I know that's crazy, 42 artificial grasses. I know.
I mean, how many shades of green are there, right?
Exactly. It's a lot of it is they vary in height and density. They vary in look. Obviously, turf is getting installed all over the world, so you have different grasses that you're trying to replicate the look of. There's lots of different products. There's pet-specific ones. There's golf-specific ones. We build the golf products. I don't know if you've seen the TGL, which is the new indoor golf league. So Synlawn is the official surface of the TGL.
So cool.
Synlawn helped basically design that facility. It's all the surfaces that we sell to our customers are the same that they're playing on in there. So you're really playing on, what the pros are playing on.
Wow.
And we can design, we do everything from little 2-3 hole 300 square foot greens to, we've done 6,000 square foot greens with bunkers and all sorts of crazy stuff. So, you can go as crazy as you want with the golf, the golf applications. I played golf in college. I'm a golf nut. So, designing greens is my favorite thing to do. But obviously there's applications for everything. I'd say probably 50% of the installs we do are just pet related. Because obviously that's a huge concern for people in their backyards. They want it to keep it looking nice, but when you got pets out there running around, going to the bathroom on it, it's hard to do.
Maybe trying to dig a hole here or there.
Yes, exactly.
I can definitely see that. So, what kind of offerings or services, or just, how can people get started with this? Because it sounds like if you could dream it, you guys can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. For us, it's just, you got a need, reach out to us, let us know what it is, and then we can kind of guide you and cater you to what products and what that'll fit your application, but then also budget-wise. For a lot of people, they have no idea what turf costs. It's their first time learning about it, and so we'll help you. Budgeting for your project if you need to save some money for the future. We can also help with, if you have a budget, we can design something or cater a project to that. Reaching out, starting the dialogue, the conversation with us, and we're just here to help.
Yeah, and so I'm sure, you know, the time to install and everything's a little bit different per project, but what would you say is around the turnaround time, or what is the install like?
Yeah, so, you know, there's not many projects that wouldn't get done in a week. You know, real small projects, usually we can be in and out in a couple days. You know, for larger projects, about a week. If somebody reaches out to us and wants to do it, I recommend, you know, we stay very busy, so I recommend thinking about it before everybody's thinking about it. You know, we get a lot of requests for, I need this by Derby, and we kind of we quit promising Derby projects around, you know, January, February, just because our spring is very busy.
Yeah.
But we work all year. You know, it's a little bit tougher in the winter, but we can, yeah, you know, if you reach out to us at a good time, usually we can get to you in about 3 to 4 weeks, and then the projects usually go pretty quickly.
All right. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be calling here soon.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, thank you so much for stopping
Yeah,
by.
absolutely.
Really great product here. So, to get started, head over to synlawn.com.